we're going to find out what's going on in June. I'm really excited for this month. Don't know why. I keep hearing y'all ready for this like over and over and over again. So super excited to see what comes out, what comes up. We're going to do it. I don't know why every time I said we're going to do it a little different today, and it's just the same thing every time. Started filming at 143, so already on the greatest trajectory we could have ever been on. 143 is my saving grace, my angel number, my forever. Also, my auntie made these bracelets for me. Well, one of them. Two of them, I believe. One of them. Thank you, auntie, if you're watching this. I love you. This is about June. What's coming in June? Who's going to help you in June? The type of energy we're walking into in June. As always, I do offer personal readings on my Etsy. I do offer personal readings on my Etsy. Be sure to check that out down below. And these necklaces are Sacred Visions, the jewelry line I designed with my mommy. So I'm wearing Archangel Haniel today. Actually, funny enough, Cancer energy. I am intuitive on the back. Okay, wait, sorry. That's me. Look at how fucking beautiful. Are you kidding me? It's her with the moon. And it's a new moon that I'm filming this. Oh my god. See? When you just live, laugh, loving with not a care in the world and just jovial energy, a jovial spirit, you're so aligned and you don't even realize it. And you discover it and then it started all over again the next day. We're going to get right into it. I think I'm going to do 4 today. Pile 1. I'm just going to go with it. The Sodalite star. Oh, so pretty. Also, Mom, if you're seeing this, yes, I did take this from your desk. Pile 2, the Selenite stick. Which one? This one. Pile number 3, this rose quartz. All right. Pile number 3, this rose quartz flame. And then pile 4, it's not a crystal, but it's a shell. I want to be where the people are. Okay, how are we going to hold all these together? 1, 2. There we go. Oh my god, I did it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ask to be shown which one's for your highest and best. Of course, you can always pick more than one. Like, actually do it so my viewer rate goes up. I'm just kidding. Who said that? Anyway, let's get into it. Pile 1, if you chose the Sodalite star, this reading is for you. The song that I did just get on shuffle for pile 1 was, or Kayleigh station, it's not shuffled. You know the drill by now. The Less I Know, the Better by Mal P. I said, oh. So someone may be feeling that way about you. You could also be feeling that way about someone else too. Like, I don't want to know about you anymore. The less I know, the better. And then someone said they left together. She was holding hands with Trevor. Not the greatest feeling ever. But I feel like that's how someone's feeling towards you. At the same time, I feel like that's how you're also feeling about someone. However, they are actually seeing things or thinking that they're seeing things. And it's just kind of throwing it all off. So, starting off to a great one with this June energy. Gaia, when I ask who's helping you though, Gaia energy, earth connection, be mindful of the planet, come back to earth, stay grounded. Even then, El Moria, awakening presence. The universe is with you, wear a cloak of protection and love. The cards that you got were, they will be back. I said, double whammy. Here we go. Expect to hear from them soon. Honestly, I don't really know if there's been a time where you haven't really heard from them. I'm sure it's been, even what I'm saying, what I'm saying with that is, yes, I'm sure there's been times where you guys haven't spoken. However, they feel like their energy is pretty fucking loud and they send a lot of messages and they kind of are always in my space, on my feed. There's something that reminds me of them. They're here, they're there, they're everywhere. They're in the trees, they're in the breeze at this point. Could have air sign energy, just kind of what I'm getting. Also, Leo energy is significant, either you or them. Also, right, when I say that, your main energy was the 7 of Pentacles. And I wish I could show you. I guess I can show you if I can hold it there. If you know this card, you know it. This is, it haunts me. I actually make a running joke now, as in the last 3 days, that I'm no longer haunted by ghosts. I'm haunted by the fucking King of Swords. I feel like you're trying to protect your energy from them. I feel like it may even be like 7 months, like there's something to do. Timing doesn't have to be literal. It just feels like I'm defending myself. I know that I'm putting effort into moving forward, letting this go, being in my own zone, being in my own zen with meditate, being the main energy on the bottom of here, even healing. Love partnership, didn't see that. An environment, you could even be shifting your environment, changing up your environment. You could have just rearranged your bedroom, or you're going to rearrange your bedroom. Like, there's something to do with, I want to have a new energy, a new start. I feel like I need to work on my throat chakra too, and even get clear with myself. What are my needs? What needs do I need to be met for myself? So then the universe can follow suit. I feel like you've actually, I'm seeing like throwing away an old blueprint and then creating a new one. So leading me to feel like previous desires that you've had, not all of them are making it to this new final cut, if you will. And I feel like I'm directing the universe where I want to go for myself, and I'm letting the universe follow suit. Not the greatest feeling ever. I also feel too there's a lot about what I can express, how I can vocalize my own needs, how I'm healing, also how I've been spoken to. Because again, with that King of Swords energy, they don't only have to be an air sign. They could just be very intense, verbal, blunt communication, or feeling even like I'm stifled communication wise, or someone's coming for me to the point where it makes me shut down. Like I feel like I had aligned with people who had made me feel shut down. I will say this is a month where you're putting extra emphasis and extra effort into finding your voice and letting your voice shine as well, especially with star energy. You could be star, like the star. I just keep feeling pulled to that and feeling like I'm putting myself into, allow myself even to be center stage. Magical and powerful is under that too. Even then, Leo, I just feel like there's a lot where you may have wished in hindsight you could have stood up for yourself, but it's actually a good thing that you didn't, because while you may have perceived yourself as feeling weak or like you were shut down or didn't vocalize, they wouldn't even be the type of person that's worth being vocal. They were looking for a certain reaction. So if anything, I feel like there's a shifting of perspective, and I wish I could have defended myself more, speak up for myself more, and turning it to, I actually moved intuitively, and in not saying anything, I protected my peace, even if it didn't feel like that. I will say burn letters feel like they're going to be significant. Clearing things out, coming into clarity, even just letting yourself flow this month. I wonder if because I'm seeing 12th house energy and even 11th house energy. So I wonder if, because Gemini season, Cancer season is in June. Also, happy birthday to any Geminis or Cancers that are watching. I feel like I'm kind of going within, and I just feel like I'm shifting and shaking, and I have to keep myself, I'm shifting and shaking what I desired, and I'm aligning with what actually I desire now. I'm getting more clear on what I desire, even upping my standards. And with this, I feel like I'm ushering myself, maybe even getting a new polka dot thing, because her lips are polka dot, but I feel like I'm getting more clothes, like something to do with clothes. When I turned, I saw the evil eye on the wall. You can't see it. You can only see the dream catcher, but on the other side, there's an evil eye. I feel like they're telling you, keep up the good work. That's what your guys are saying this month. Keep up the good work. And remember all the work that you've already put in this energy. What's going on for pile 1 in June? June gloom, I heard. Talk to you in poems and songs now, baby. 4 of Cups, 5 of Cups. Is this even yours? I feel like you might feel like this is your feeling, the grief, the loss, even 4 to 5. 4 to 5. What is 4 to 5? What are you waiting for? I feel like there's a part of you that's waiting, and you're disappointed in yourself for waiting, because it's just, I feel like it brings up more grief. I feel like you have to give yourself more credit and really change the way that you may be perceiving a certain transition in your life right now. A lot about my voice. Because even with this, I feel like how I perceive myself is like I'm waiting for someone to come make it right, and then I'm sad that they're not, or I'm grieving that they're not, or I'm wondering, I'm even mad at myself that I'm even waiting for them. I feel like this is just a part of the process. You could be going through, obviously, goes without saying, a breakup, you know, or heartbreak. I feel like this is actually inflaming in you, or reflecting in you, and mirroring in you all parts of you that have been waiting for something, with the underlying feeling that it will never come. It's like processing and releasing, more so abandonment, feelings of people not holding their end of the bargain, not honoring their word or their commitments, and even coming into yourself, realizing, I feel like a lot of times we can get, and trust me, I know this feeling all too well, we can get so wrapped up in this feeling that we forget to celebrate ourselves, and the energy of celebration is what gets us out of this feeling. Because the more that we focus on something, the more it'll birth itself into being. Sorry, my dog threw me off. I was like, oh, he's so cute. The more that we focus on, it grows, you know? So I feel like they want you to take a beginner state of mind with something, especially the Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and be open to knowing that when you release whatever you feel like you're waiting for, that's when your life really begins. Death energy, yeah. And I feel like you are doing that too. Again, give yourself more grace in the process and how you're doing it, how you're going about it. Especially with Gaia energy coming to mind, with that came out, Kuan Yin, care and compassion. Sorry, Elmoria, it fell. Ancestor Beagle. Ancestor spirit. White eagle. I feel like you're clearing out bloodline. Also, I have meditations linked to my meditations for the soul, clearing out inherited bloodline patterns of relationships, you know, even the abandonment. Because I feel like when you release what you're looking for value in, that's when you discover the true value that's been you all along, and you release because I'm seeing the feeling like someone or something waiting for it to come to me and it not, is kind of like blanketing the fact that I'm valuable by reflecting to me that I'm not valuable if they're not returning. However, or even if you feel discarded by them, or like they mistreated you or misspoke to you, I feel like I need to take a beginner state of mind, or else this belief is going to continue to run rampant in my life. And I have to come back into recognizing that there's support systems in other areas, not just the ones that I'm hoping that they come in. I feel like your guides really want you, especially your ancestors, really want you to finally release what has been plaguing the bloodline for so long, which is finding dependence and sense of self in things outside of you, and acceptance, even from other family members. It doesn't even have to be. And recognizing your magic too, your gifts, your intuition, your sacred practices too, having a more sacred self-care ritual, having your life be a moving prayer. I feel like a lot will change when you allow yourself to release, focusing on and dwelling on what has been, and tune into who you actually are. And this is the thing too, when we're taught to be externally validated, we believe that when certain appearances in life are a certain way, that reflects who we are, and that's missing the whole point. So it's like you have to learn how to see yourself as valuable, especially in the current circumstance that you find yourself in, or wealthy or abundant or flourishing, if you expect to be met with that energy. Because at this point, you can see that you've been proven time and time again that you get let down, you're defeated and lost, you feel depleted in love partnerships, waiting for someone to return, even being told they're going to come back. And this is the thing. Yeah, they're going to come back, but is that really what you want? This is the thing. I feel like your guides want you to get clear on what you actually want, not what you feel like you have to accept based on the things that are presented to you. So what else can you do this June? Spend time with friends, be still. It's just do not give up, you know? I feel like a lot of the times when it feels like it's taking so long to get over something, burning bowl ritual, what was I saying? Burn letters. Did I say burn letters? Maybe not, but I always do. Ground yourself. 25, 7. Those are double sevens. Double sevens. What else felt? Clean your space. What was I saying? Even rearranging your room. Get rid of things that remind you of them too, and awaken to the vast universe that we live in, and how these types of relationships, these experiences can keep us so one-minded and limited when we literally live on Earth, a beautiful, abundant, living, breathing planet. We are surrounded by so many people. Yeah, maybe the ones that we've experienced before suck dookie. At the same time, not everybody does. I feel like you have to be whatever you're seeking comes to you, and be that for yourself, and that's when your life changes, especially because I'm seeing this Aries energy poking out. Capricorn. Life will feel like it's moving for you when you grab it by the reins. Remember what you're here to do, which is live and enjoy yourself. We're not meant to experience life in loss like this. Just because it's been conditioned to be that way doesn't mean it has to be forever. And start implementing your own goals, dreams, and desires, investing in yourself. And I promise you, that's when it feels like momentum will be made, when you start to invest in yourself. Even then, with Cancer energy resulting from the history of, the past is going to keep repeating itself the more you stay in the same energy. And the true change of energy happens when you implement it forever. It's not just, I'm going to be positive for a few days. And then, no, that's your life. That's your way of life now. 11th house, wishes will come true. Was I saying 11th and 12th house earlier? Mars. You have to be driven for a greater cause, even if you have to tune to, who can I help if I overcome this? What am I meant to do when I overcome this? For humanity's sake, your hope and wishes. Do it for the future. Do it for your future self. Also, it's 11th house. That's your dreams and wishes coming to fruition. You have to be driven to let them come into being. And also, if you have this skewed narrative or skewed perception that what you desire doesn't come get you, you're not going to believe that what you desire from the universe will come to you. That's why you have to recognize your worth, your value, and recognize where you also make your own dreams into fruition. When you crave a certain food, you give it to yourself. When you want to go work out, you go, you know what I mean? Start recognizing where your needs are met or when you have desires and they're fulfilled, and recognize even the blessing of instant gratification that we have in this day and age, and you will have more. I love you, pile one. Have the most beautiful day. Have the most beautiful June. This is going to be a test this month to see if you're really about a change, or if you're going to go back into defensive old habits, old patterns, and questioning if the seed that you're planted is actually going to grow. Because I know it is. You have to know it is, though. I love you, pile one. Have the best day. Make sure you book a personal reading with me. They are down below. They're so fun. I love them. They're the best times ever. I love doing what I do. So thank you also for being a part. It's giving PBS infomercial right now. I'm so sorry. And be sure to subscribe. I post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. So be sure to subscribe for the next video. I love you. Have the best June. Come back and also let me know how it goes. So hi, pile two. If you chose a Selenite wand, is it a wand? This is for you. Super excited. I'm saying no more round and round. I'm done with the bullshit. I'm done with it all. I am not going back and forth anymore. I am moving straight ahead. I have to be disciplined. I have to discipline myself. I have to stay on par. I have to cleanse my energy of that which is depleting me, which could be a person, but also could be what people represent, could be in career. I just feel like I'm making moves for myself because clearly you guys aren't going to make moves. I'm waiting for you to make moves or come with me, and it's like, no, it's not going to happen. Also, I'm hearing do not listen to people when it comes to financial matters who are skewed in thinking. Listen to the woke folk is what I was saying. More so, I was saying Louise Hay in my mind, Jen Sincero, you are a badass at making money. Like, there's a lot about, you don't have to limit yourself. Let the universe move in your favor when it comes to abundance. It's like if you are counting your bills or counting your pennies or counting these things, you're gonna feel small no matter how much you have, because you're looking at it from a perspective of, do I have enough? Will I have enough? How much can I count? Will I have this? Can I do that? Let the universe make moves to fit your needs and fit what you desire. Is what it is, especially if you've dealt with people, maybe even people were asking to borrow money. Or I say this because you got financial discipline, 48, okay? 48 is significant. Also, we got gold digger. I was like, cool. Starting off strong. They want your money being used. I don't really like that. I feel more so where I've been told from a man, sorry, or like a father, that was so aggressive. Or I've been told from a patriarchal energy where it's like, certain money beliefs, which is true for them, because again, like I say, always and forever, when we have beliefs, we're going to be proven time and time and time again why we have those beliefs in the first place. And then when I asked your main energy, it was hidden. I was like, what is it? What is this card? 5 of Pentacles reverse, 8 of Cups. I feel like I have to let go of limited thinking, even feeling like the projects that I start, which may seem lucrative at first, will end up in defeat. It's almost like expecting or projecting that what I'm trying to avoid, that's what it is. I'm trying to avoid being left out, isolated, cold, even in a financial hole. So I'm putting myself in a position where it's like I'm making moves and on a journey where I'm trying to avoid that. Well, that's the main premise or the main focus. Of course, I'm going to keep getting that because the universe is like, damn, they must love this feeling so much they can't stop thinking about it. That's all they want. They just want to suffer, I guess. No, I read this book. I was listening to this book, actually, Catherine Ponder, Laws of Prosperity, Dynamic Laws of Prosperity. And it was literally, she was saying, so that's what I'm saying. Listen to people who are woke. They will help break you free of whatever conditioned patterns of behavior, especially around money, from the people around you. Because I do feel like this is a powerful time where you can either change your thoughts, change your life on your trajectory, or you can let the opinions and stories and dynamics of other people and how they live their life be what you do, be how you mimic. Because even with look for fairies, I was saying, like, look for the magic, tune into the magic. Also with build strength under that too. If you desire going, even energy work, if you're like, I know I need to heal, I know I need to do hypnosis, but money, your guides are literally saying you desire healing, right? That will impact your life, up level your life. Thank you for providing me the perfect amount to go to this class or to take this course. Thank you for working in my favor. Clean your space too, 333 on the clock, because when you clean your space, you open up and invite new energy. If there's dust anywhere, it's gonna, no. You gotta clean. Even if you just cleaned, it feels like keeping a spot clean, keeping a space clean. It's worth it. And I say this as someone who literally lived in filth for a long time. I'm just kidding. It wasn't filth, but I wish you could have seen my room in high school. I was fucking knocking those Virgo allegations out of the park. No one believed I was a Virgo because the state of my room, a tornado. Like, I literally, always. But trust me when I say I knew where everything was. I knew where everything was. I didn't care about cleaning my mirrors. I just didn't. It probably because it was my mental state for sure. Nowadays, that literally makes me feel anxious to think about living in that state. So what I'm saying is you will get to the place where you want everything to stay clean, regardless. If you want to go to workout classes or do new things, the universe, okay, I desire going to yoga, having a yoga membership. I would feel really good doing that. I would feel so good being in yoga all the time. Universe conspire in my favor to pay for this. You'll get unexpected checks in the mail. I'm telling you, there's no limits to how the universe can deliver what you're asking for, except the limits you impose yourself. Doubt is the thief of joy, and I feel like the last thing that needs to be done is be stolen from. There's no thieves here. Aquarius energy, even then, make the revolution within, change it within. Shiva, Lord Shiva, at that transcendence. Rise up, honor your inner force. Honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. Go back to dancing. Go back to... You don't know. You don't know you're beautiful. This makes you beautiful. One Direction. I didn't have to clarify that. Who doesn't know that song? Call to action. Take charge. Lead by example. Walk your talk. Oh yeah, the song. God damn. The song that you got on shuffle. Sorry. The song that you got on shuffle. Let You Go by Diplo. I can't be the only one who takes you home. I got to let you go. I made that up. That one I got to. It doesn't say that, but it does say let you go. So I do feel like I have clarity. I have an aha. You are draining me, or I'm with the wrong person, or when I'm waiting, I feel like I recognize, even if I'm no longer with someone, right? When I start to wonder about them, miss them, think about them, that energy is so fucking low that it affects my career, and especially if I have clients, I feel like things start to slow down. I feel like your guides want you to see when you direct your energy anywhere that is not meant to be, or you're in a dwelling state, it's gonna reflect in your career. So I feel like they want you to really just stay true, stay committed, especially because I'm seeing make an altar poking out. There it is. Yeah, and connect with crystals. Oh, wow. Health, even distance. Recognize, too, your body. If you're clairvoyant, claircognizant, you're going to have feelings. And it's going to feel like health stuff. But you're being told, hey, like, it's almost like, you know those in cars, how it... the lane assist? God, I have this loaner car right now. While they're doing maintenance on my car, say to order a part, whatever. I'm in this car and they have lane assist, and I'm like, thank God I don't have this car because it's pissing me off. No, not really. A little bit. I don't really get pissed off. I just want to like, stop it. That's what I feel like in your health, or like in the physical body, where it's like, oh no, something. I feel like it's like I'm kind of a hypochondriac. Is that it? Is that the word? And it's more so they're trying to show you that you're gifted in feeling, so pay attention. If it's a long-standing health thing, of course, is another thing. Also, there's always an emotional root cause to physical ailment. So if you have a long-standing health issue, and I'm no doctor, clearly, I'm no doctor, again, knocking the Virgo allegations out of the park, it rules the 6th house of health. There's an emotional root cause. So if you find, even with tonsillitis, not speaking up for yourself, or nausea, unable to process life, constipation, holding on too tightly to life because you're afraid, fear, you know? So I feel like they want you to stay dedicated to a spiritual practice. Stay dedicated, whether that be I honor my commitments to meditating every morning because I said I would, or I honor my commitments to writing gratitude every night before I go to bed because I said I would. These are the things that help you, but they feel like a chore. So I feel like it's turning around from feeling like it's a chore to, no, I said I'm going to do this, and I did. And I'm going it, and I'm doing it, because that's going to change everything. I really do feel it's going to bring your vision to life. These things are helpful. I don't feel like you're aligning with people who take any more. What's going on for pile 2 in June? I feel like you're like expecting the worst before it comes in. God damn. Are you okay? What's going on? Sorry, that not like that. But more so like, what do you need help with, first of all? What do you need a break from? They might feel like, I can't do more. I can't do more. I'm limited. And you know what? I feel my personality is coming out more in this pile, which is good. Because like humor, maybe you need more humor. Maybe you need to laugh a little more. Maybe you feel like nothing's fucking funny right now. And that's okay. I feel like your guys are literally like, yo, work-life balance, rest-life balance. Knight of Pentacles, you've been at this shit for a long time, baby. Your throne is still yours. Your throne is still yours. Aww. Chariot, Judgment. Double whammy, you're being guided. Tell me what you need. Tell me what you really, really need. That song, again, you might even want to watch that pick a pile. I'll put it up on the little drop down. Tell me what you need and I'll help you. Because I feel like you're carrying too much, way too much from your family, others, etc. that it's feeling like I'm putting all this work in and I need it to work, and it feels like, oh God. And then I'm blaming myself, where it's like, if I was more disciplined, if I didn't spend this, let's focus on abundance, please. I feel like you start to get it, and then it's like, but then the fear kicks in to where it's like, oh, I should have spent this differently. Why did I spend this? Why did I spend this? Why did I get that loan out? And then you drive yourself bananas, like bonkers. I'm telling you, if you start laughing a little more, life will change. That's what I feel. Clarity will ensue. Spiritual partnership. Oh. New beginnings. Financial discipline again. You're holding yourself back, aren't you? You're holding yourself back from your needs being met. You feel like you have to be good in order to receive what you asked for, or a new beginning. You feel like you have to do right by this yourself. Biggest, no, no, please God, please stop, please stop, please stop doing that. I feel like you're literally, it's gonna just go, no. Spiritual sovereign support. You do not need to be punished or disciplined for the choices you've made. You can get by on the hair of your chinny chin chin, okay? With spiritual partnership, new beginnings, there might be a part of you that's afraid of who's going to come into your life. Or feeling like, if you already feel like you owe this and that, you don't want new people to come in because then you'll feel like you owe them, or you feel like you're a burden. Heal that. That's what it is. Burdening. Feeling like I abused my power, or I didn't utilize my resources how I should have, but you did. Because I feel like whatever you invested in is an investment. You've invested in your long-term success. Again, that pedestal is yours. That throne is yours. That title is yours. You're a leader, yes. Aries energy can be significant too. Break free. Literally, you already are on the throne. Realize that. It's like, I feel like I'm seeing a walk-in where it's like, you once assumed this leadership position, right? And then all this like paper balls are being thrown at me, or like spit wads are being thrown at me. And so then I start to question, like, am I supposed to be on this throne? Am I supposed to be on this throne? And then a walk-in comes in that's just like full of doubt and then shame. No, you need to remember who you are. Remember who you are. Because I feel like a very scared and timid being is like behind your inner workings, kind of like Inside Out. I've never actually seen that movie, but I'm seeing Inside Out. Like, you are not running the show fully anyway. Because I feel like you're afraid of that spiritual partnership, new beginnings. There's a part of you, I feel like, that's shameful of the position that you're in. What? Oh my God. This is the thing. No one can learn self-acceptance or like tell you enough. It kind of reminds me of when I was telling my mom. I was like, when she said, she's like, I don't know if this is going to work. I laughed because I'm like, if everything that you've been told throughout your life, all the praise that you've received, all of the, like, if that's not enough, nothing will ever be enough to get you to see it except for you. That's exactly how I feel about you right now. I can tell you day in, day out, and it might soothe you for a second, but unless you know, like your core being knows without a shadow of a doubt that you'll never fall back into patterns of self-deprecation or self-doubt again, it's gonna be like I feel like I'm on a paddle board, and it's like I don't trust myself enough to not fall over, and I'm afraid of falling over, so I'm just gonna wobble the whole time and almost fall over, so I feel like I'm falling over the entire time, and all it does is cause clusterfuck of. Set yourself free. This is the part when I say I don't want ya. I'm stronger than I've been before. That's how I feel. 8th house. You could have 8th house dominant too. Past life energy, I feel also South Node could be there, because I'm seeing past life where it's like I feel indebted and I don't ever want to feel indebted again. So I'd rather just keep myself in my own product of demise, and I would rather like it all be my fault and use that as an opportunity or a reason to be alone, when really you crave connection. I'm so thankful for the people who treat my heart with tenderness. Affirmation just came in. I love you, pile 2. I really hope this helps. So watch that other pick a card, because I feel like this June, you're either going to buckle up or buck up, what is it? And go into your new beginning and let yourself be supported. And remember that you are this and you always have been this, even when you haven't been able to see that in yourself. Or the fear is going to still get you. This should be a moment where you're like, fuck that. If I don't stop this now, it will never end. You are the emperor, no matter how you identify. And so it is. Thank you for watching. I love you so much. Make sure you subscribe. I post new videos every Tuesday and Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. And also follow me on TikTok. I post videos there all the time. More personal readings. Speaking of personal readings, if you want to book a personal reading with me, if you want to book a personal reading with me, I do have them linked down below. You can use code 10OFF for $10 off. I love you so much. Let me know what video you want to see next, what pick a card topic you'd like to see next. Because I'm all ears, baby. Hi, Pile 3. If you chose this Rose Quartz Flame, this is your reading. Are you traveling? Are you going somewhere this month? Because the song that came on shuffle, well, first of all, you got the vacation card. So I was like, hey, you're going out of your comfort zone. You got it. I feel like you're going to be called to be more independent. Make your own decisions too, you know, not rely on what other people want. Like, say what you want to do, say what you'd like to experience, say what you'd like want to eat. Just be you. I feel like that's going to be one of the biggest things. And I was also saying too, like, why after all this time did this person just reappear? Cancer season though, that could be happening during Cancer season. So towards the end of June. I feel like in the beginning of the June, it feels like super adventurous, advantageous. Is that a word? I feel like I'm really feeling like I'm back in my swing. I'm back in my BS, as you can say. And the song that came on was It's You by Shallow, and all of the words are in French. So I was like, whoa, where are you going? I feel like I'm seeing the ebb and flow to life, especially because the main energy for you is temperance, where it's like, I feel balanced, I feel good. I feel like I'm, again, in a kind of like a happy medium place where I feel like I have understanding, I'm connected to the archangels, Archangel Raphael. I feel like I'm seeing balance. I feel like you're not living in extremes, not that you ever really were before. Maybe you could have felt that way. I just feel like I feel at peace and I feel centered, like my zero gravity or my center of gravity is, I just feel like I'm standing up taller, I'm being more of me. I feel like I'm open to, also I'm feeling like I'm more drawn towards, so like people are more drawn towards you, or people even of the same gender, same sex are grounded towards you or drawn towards you. I feel like I know it's probably weird, but I feel like you're just a very attractive, beautiful soul, and I feel like a lot of people are attracted to you. I just feel a lot of Venusian energy, because even then the song Venus was playing in my head. Venus, you lift my heart around, and then also the Venus card came out, and I'm seeing this Aphrodite statue right here as well. So, and also Isis, my Isis globe. Isn't this cool? Oh my god, I never took the tag off. That's awkward. But I've had this literally for years. Oh, I love this. Anyway, so everything's for a reason. You could be connected to Aphrodite and Isis. Also, this black moonstone angel. I just feel like your energy is heavily protected, especially if you're afraid of travel or this or that. You're going to be protected. And you're gonna attract pleasure, good times. That's why I just see pleasure. Like literally the word. Also this card, I literally can't show it. I wish I could, but it says for number 40, pleasure. This also says pleasure from, even then 8th house, personal power, Cancer season. By Cancer season, I feel like there's just going to be a different level of maturity that comes through you. You could be going through your Saturn return right now as well, because I feel like there's just, I'm solid. Like when I just feel like I'm solid. I feel like maybe I was in the in-between before where I was going through a transitionary phase, or again, yeah, the in-between, because I'm seeing a flamingo. So I feel like I was ending certain cycles in my life or releasing certain relationships and this and that. And now I feel like, and then I was kind of like, what do I want to go from here? And then things are starting to move. And now I just feel like a lot of manifestations or intentions that you've set are coming into full motion, especially with the Magician card being here and leadership. Oh, happy ending. How cute. See, I feel like when you really, it's like, you know, the ending credits of a movie is what I see. Is like when I'm on a trip or I'm on a journey and I come into myself, it's like I feel like I look up at the camera and then the movie ends and then a new movie begins. Filming. So I feel like you're filming a new movie essentially right now. Like you're filming the next movie, especially with Bridget, inner strength, move back to wholeness, recognize you have the power. Maybe even Ireland too. For some of you, going to Ireland. One of the things I do feel like it is going to be highlighted this month is vulnerability to how you'll allow people to be close to you, especially with I'm afraid to be close to people coming out. I feel like you're going to overcome that fear this month, and you'll realize too that your soul, it's like one of those things where when people are like, oh, people here are so rude, and that's just not the experience that you have because you're heart-centered. I feel like your soul will speak, and a lot of people are going to genuinely look at you and know that you're either a marker of their sign being answered. They feel like they just walked into an angel. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like people look at you because I'm seeing in passing someone staring at me and like you can tell they don't, no words are spoken, but you can tell that they, like, the way that they look at you and acknowledge you is like, you're a good soul. And you also just reminded me of something. Like I got my answer, essentially, is what I'm saying. So you're literally a walking spiritual billboard. It's kind of what it feels like, or like a message. I feel like you're a walking message. You could be an oracle. You could channel from the divine. This month feels more so like just try, it all works out. Like you're going to be taken care of. You're meant to go wherever you're going. I will say, and this could also just be more so of the illusion or the idea of this person, because karmic partners did come up. And again, like I was saying, it kind of feels like, why are you popping up now? So do I want to get more into that? You might be singing more, connecting more to your voice, authenticity, coming more into your authentic self, into your rhythm. Maybe even you're planning for a new trip as well. You could just be realizing that this is a time of life where you want to go out and explore and adventure and be who you're meant to be. Because I'm even seeing life path 5. So it's like expression, exploring, communication, good food, community, culture, representing appreciating other culture, seeing what other people represent too, understanding life on a grand scale. What's coming in for pile 3 for June? What's going on in June for pile 3? There's also like the best is yet to come. I'm just hearing that song. The best is yet to come. Commitment. Things are getting serious. Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be an earth sign or have earth sign placements. I also feel commitment. Oh, yes, with the ladybug. Luck is on your side. It almost feels like when you say yes to things, it locks in and then you'll be excited for what you said yes to. Especially with happy ending. I feel myself leaving the end of this month or finishing the end of this month being like, I made memories I'm going to carry with me forever, and this was a beautiful experience. Like and it feels like it carries into the next month and the next month and the next month. Like it just feels like this is where life really starts to get good, especially because you feel so committed and dedicated to what it is that you're doing, and even the commitment to follow through. I feel like you don't say yes unless it's an actual yes, and that's the difference. Whereas before you may have said yes to not hurt anyone's feelings and then bailed out later, this and that, and then now it feels like you're no, like when I commit to something, I'm doing it, I'm seeing it through fully. I wonder if you're going to be open to moving as well, or maybe even when you go on a trip you realize that it's time to move or time to do new things. Let's see what's going on in June for pile 3. I even feel too like the rose quartz violet flame, and things are getting serious. Karmic partners. Previously, I feel like even with this, I know I'm settling if I'm not with you. Someone could be saying that or coming to you, and could be someone that you thought everything was moving well in their life because of how looks appeared, images appeared, and then when you communicate, you're like, oh, how do I describe this? Hierophant. See what you commit to. You're gonna have some spiritual learning too. I wouldn't be surprised if when you visit another land, you discover their practices or their traditions, and it actually helps you either remember that you had a lifetime there, or there's something to do with your own commitment and your own faith in yourself. And also your spirit guides want you to know too that we see you, we see how you show up, we see how you commit. Let us also continue to carry your heart so you know that you're supported, especially with, I'm seeing Hanuman, my Hanuman statue right there, with rose quartz as well. Very guided. This is one of the most beautifully auspicious times. You put in a lot of grit to get here. Going back to that one relationship, it's like when you kind of feel like it was easy for them to leave you or this and that, or they were able to move on, or their life got better, this or that. And I feel like you would want that too. Like you care for them. You don't want them to suffer. It just feels like I'm having a conversation with them, or they're trying to have a conversation with me, and they're like, you were the only good thing in my life. I miss you so much. Like, I feel like you're going to hear a lot of things that make you realize, but this is after you've already healed. So if you've been working through abandonment or worthiness issues, or feeling like you were rejected or isolated, or like they chose something better, whether that be just independence, it's like, wow, independence was better, or career, whatever it was. And I feel like you've healed that a lot. And then you're like on your own independent solo journey, because I'm seeing Eat, Pray, Love to that movie in that book. And then they come to communicate with you, and you're like, whoa, everything was not as it seemed. And then I actually feel too, there's another level to where it's like, everything really is just perception. And I feel like you'll realize that how you perceive something to be wasn't how it really was. And I feel like it'll actually help you moving forward, not take certain things so personally. And then you'll realize too that looks can be deceiving, but being deceived by those looks helps you heal. So for that, it's like looks deceived me because it feels like they just let me go and it was all great and fine over there. But then they come to me and it's almost like I kind of want to know what they're going to say or what's going to, maybe they'll offer commitment. What is this? And to me, it's like, this came in so I could let go, you know? Because I wish you never let me go. No, I'll never meet another one like you. That's how they're feeling towards you. You feel okay with it. Like, obviously it's not fun. You obviously miss their companionship and their love and their support. And I feel like when they're around me or they're coming to me with this, or I get a letter, I don't even know if you're going to respond. To me, it feels like, whoa, now I can move forward. Insecurities, unsure of who they were and where they were at in life, wears a mask to hide their feelings and fear of rejection, constantly covers up who they are in fear of what others may think of them. So they could have been fearful of another person's opinion who was close to them. If you really knew me and knew who I was and how I felt, you may not love me anymore. I'm afraid you'll reject me if I show you who I really am. I just feel like you're coming into self, like from the us, and even identifying with someone, even like with this like pleasure card, you know? So I don't want to get like banned. It feels like I'm able to now freely express myself, whereas before my mind would always race back to you or go, you know what I mean? I just feel like I'm actually cleared. 10:35 on the clock. All I know is 10:35 and I can't feel your arms around me and I'm drowning. I feel like you've actually, even with happy ending, I feel like there's just this, the movie ends and then a new one begins. What is this karmic energy coming through for? Forgiveness. Leo. Could have Leo energy. You guys could even share a Leo placement. Forgiveness, all these cards feel out. Inner turmoil. See, they carry with inner turmoil carrying all this. Look how much they're carrying. Naughty thoughts. They could even, again, my mind always trails to them. I feel like they also were only thinking about you too. They could feel you separating, but it's not like they're trying to cling on so you don't leave them. I feel like they never wanted to let you go in the first place. And so the fact that you actually are letting go now, it's just like triggering all the biggest fears for them, even though they did this and they let enough time pass. It's crazy. None of it makes sense. But a lot of things don't make sense when someone's kind of at war with themselves internally. You know, nothing will ever make sense. It can't make sense, or else they make a decision and stick with it. I even feel too, the decision to no longer be together feels less like it was a decision and more so like I'm reflecting, I'm like, why did that happen? Or like I didn't see the decision actually coming in the form that it did. Inner turmoil, Gemini, tumultuous lives, breaking barriers, ghosted. See, it's like wordless. It's like feeling like they just left me. Why? Telepathic, but they didn't really because they were still there. Juggling. Yes, eventually. Even then, I feel like you knew that you would speak to them eventually again. I do feel like you let go of that as time went on because it does feel like it's been a minute. I'm seeing the number 10 months. Cosmic love, mirroring nature, fulfilled. You were actually probably with cosmic love getting dreams too about them being okay. Again, to mirror back to the part of you that felt like they could just leave without you. Because I even feel like I'm having dreams about them that skew my perception to feel like I don't matter, even though I know I do. So I could go on the inner journey through this triggering to realize that I matter to me. And that's all that matters. What a journey you've been on in the last year, huh? Maybe even 2 or 3. I feel like this has been not for the weak. You essentially, and I feel like your guides are more than happy to see you have all the love, the blessings, and bounty and joy in the world here forward because you've been through, it's almost like you already went through a Saturn return, even if yours is just starting, you know? Who's helping pile 3? Who's connected to pile 3? Krishna, devotion. Devotion. I'm telling you, commitment, devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. Shut the fuck up. I said that. I have full chills. Oh my God. You are loved unconditionally. Isis. Oh. See, they love you. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. Is this green Tara? Yeah, it is. Supreme protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation. Trust. I will say, I don't feel like there's any conclusion to the partnership part of it all, like the relationship part. When the conversation, I almost feel like maybe the conversation comes towards the end of the month, so it's like, or you can feel that. 2, 3, 4 on the clock. And I just feel like ultimately you're committed to you, and I feel like you'll only commit to things that further your commitment to yourself and to your mission and what you're here to do. So that's going to be like case by case basis, and I feel like you're going to see where it goes. What I will say is it's this or better always. So if it's not this, it's something better. And you might even meet someone while you're traveling that really opens your eyes or opens you up to a new type of love. And you'll be able to see too how they treat you or what they do for you or how they show up for you or how they give or are affectionate to you or what they bring for you, even gift wise, like gifts, is a marker of this new trajectory or this new echelon of people that you're dating. And so I feel like there's so much new that's happening at the same time that it feels like the old creeps back up one more time. And I feel like you assess when it comes to you. 4:44 on the clock. Thank you so much, Pile 3. I love you so much. I hope you have the most beautiful day. Make sure you subscribe. I post new videos every Tuesday and Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And also check down below for personal readings. I love doing personal readings. So check down below. I do have a code 10 off for $10 off right now. Secret. And also let me know what reading you'd like next. What pick a card you'd like next. Love you. Bye. Have fun. Show me pictures. Hi, my mystical, magical Pile 4. If you chose the shell, this is your reading. You are giving real life Barbie doll, Ken doll, no matter how you identify. There's just something about you this month that's infectious and beautiful and shining and regal, and everything is moving forward. I feel like I'm stepping on my path and know exactly what steps I'm meant to take. This actually feels pretty similar to Pile 3, so you may have chosen that pile. I'm hearing, let's go girls. Totally crazy. Just feeling free. Best thing about being a woman. Is that song? 33 seconds on the clock. I feel like as much as it may have felt like everything's in order. Everything's happening exactly as it is meant to. Lilo and Stitch could be significant too. Ariel, especially with the shell. Like I feel like I'm connected. I've been staring at the edge of the water longer than I can remember, or as long as I can remember, never really knowing why. Just feeling you'll never know how far I'll go. I feel like you know that everything's happening in order, especially because when I asked who's helping you, Lady Portia, divine order came out. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. I just feel like there's something bright about you. Also, I feel like if you had discovered information that would have been seemingly devastating to anybody else, I feel like it sets me free. It's almost like if I'm in this relationship that's stifling me, or I'm around these people who are stifling me, and then I find out that piece of information that I needed to break free of it, I feel like I'm breaking free. That's just what I'm seeing. Especially with pregnancy, someone is expecting and I have a secret. Someone around you could be pregnant too. You could even be pregnant right now. No one really knows. I feel like I'm coming into a time where I know I'm birthing something so amazing and so serene, and also with someone else being, especially if this applies, because again, this is a collective read, or like there's so many people watching. Well, it depends when you watch this. It could be like if you had felt like someone stepped out on you or got someone pregnant, God forbid, for some reason in your energy, it's like, I feel free, like you birthing it. That also could be symbolic too, like someone who you dealt with before birthing a new idea or having to focus more on their own dreams or their own life actually sets you free. So something that would make anyone else who was dependent on one thing or situation or experience for their happiness would be devastated about losing it. And for you, I feel like I'm free. Like I feel like I'm checking off all the things on my to-do list. I feel like I'm checking off all the dreams too. And it's interesting. I feel like your to-do list and following through the commitments goes hand in hand with your dream journal coming to fruition or your vision board coming to life, especially with Make a Vision Board. When I see this, I see it being what you desire is coming to fruition. You've already made a vision board and it's coming to fruition. Also, that could be you in the future coming back to you right now if you haven't made a vision board or haven't made an updated vision board, to make a vision board, to get really clear, because you may be a visual learner, a visual connection. Seeing it will help you more so identify it with it. Even sweet treat. Baking yourself things, even taking your favorite recipes and putting your own twist and spin on them to make them healthier, or using coconut sugar instead of cane sugar. I feel like you're going to be more inspired to create things for yourself, or even I'm seeing like making this raspberry puree type of thing. I feel like when you get your own hands invested in whatever not use your hands under that, that's good. Not make a meal under that. You could be a baker, you could be a chef, you could be in the kitchen a lot or connected to the kitchen. It's interesting. I feel like when you are the creator of it, that's when you're the star of your own show. You could even be making content online for that. I feel like there's something coming to fruition about what you're doing and how you're utilizing your own energy. There's healing hands, And I feel like especially if you are making a meal, I feel like things are better created in the comfort of your own home as well. And it's not because It's just, there's the love that you put into what you create and how you bless your food. That's what changes your body's absorption of it. I almost feel like you're ushered this month to make more meals from home or eat somewhere where it's healthier, you know, do healthier things. Even if you have things that are quote unquote unhealthy, I feel like the spin that you make on them, and that could be the very thing why you're called to even create baked goods or do these things. I feel like it all plays hand in hand on whatever your dreams are, especially because Follow Your Dreams came out, individuality, and how you do something. Everyone has gotten happy ending. Well, not everyone. I think pile 3 got this. A lot of people have gotten happy ending. Aww. With individuality and Follow Your Dreams. I love that the guys in almost every pile have been like, your happy ending comes from da da da, and for you it's following your dreams and expressing yourself, being your unique, authentic self, and letting that express, surrendering to what was. I even feel like that's what you did recently, 2 months ago. Within that, like, I surrender. Whatever is meant to be will be, and I'm just gonna let myself flourish and enjoy because of it. Your energy showing up as King of Wands. No matter how you identify, you're hot as fuck. Also, no nonsense, no BS. You're gonna go for what you desire, and you're gonna see it fit. It's giving heavy Aries energy, no matter if you have Aries energy or not. I just feel like I'm more first house focused. I'm making my dreams into reality. It's almost like you recognize where you had been living for others or living for what other people wanted before. And I just feel like I want to be myself, and I'm meant to be myself, and so it shall be. Main energy for you is Sun. Act like a leader. Think like a boss is what I'm saying too. Also, you could have read the book Think Like a Man by Steve Harvey. Random, just came to mind. Yeah, I just feel like I'm going with the flow, but I also feel like enthusiastic about what's to come. I feel excited. Also, if you're picking up on any type of depressed energy, I don't feel like it's yours. Your energy is so live, laugh, love, clear, free. I'm conquering life and moving forward. I feel like you may become seeing the telepathic card in my mind's eye from the Pop of Love Oracle, and then the I'm depressed card from this message card deck where it says I have a secret. So you're either going to be finding out a secret, whatever, but I was also seeing the I'm depressed card. So it's like I feel like you're energetically picking up on someone else who feels that way, and it's going to be important for you to remember, like, this isn't me. Understanding my feelings helps me learn about myself. Also, you may be able to have mirror neurons, or you have mirror neurons, so you understand why someone feels that way. I just feel like it's important for you to remember how good everything is too, and to not let the illusion of what if it goes away, or what is this person doing, or what is this, not taking other people's weight on as well. I feel like it's going to be important for you to keep your head in your own game and continue to express yourself, and also take inspiration and realize that sometimes our greatest setbacks is what is the greatest catalyst. So we maybe feel like we are pulled back a little bit, but then say we discover part of our soul purpose, or discover that we love to cook or share, and then that's how we create TikTok, or we, you know what I mean? Like, everything is connected, so it feels like the farther back you're pulled back, the farther forward you're going to sprout. So it's just important to remember that too. And to not get wrapped up in wanting to keep yourself dim for anyone else around you if you feel like you're starting to shine or accelerate faster than people around you. The right ones will be excited for you. The right ones will be excited for you. Okay. Also, I just got back from the gym, so my outfit did change. Not much though. I'm still wearing a black top. But I've just realized I put these back on. Anyway. What's going on for June for pile 4? I just feel it's exciting. Could be by the beach, going to the water, connecting more with the ocean, connecting more with your emotions as well, with that shell energy in the water. Even then, just grounding. I feel like I'm connected. 7 of Pentacles, okay. I feel like I'm taking my time. 3 of Pentacles. Okay. You actually could have picked pile 1 too, because pile 1 got 7 of Pentacles and 7 of Wands expressed differently. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. What I will say is, if you're trying to take everyone with you, you will halt your progress. You may actually realize too that under the guise of wanting to take everyone with you because you want everyone to win, which is valid in itself, where you are starting to prohibit yourself or limit yourself from flourishing and thriving, because I feel like there's something that you're meant to do independently. And yes, they can join in later. I just feel like when you're trying to make this a group effort with people who don't have their purpose is invested in what your purpose is, it's where I feel like I'm keeping myself safe a little bit, or I feel like I'm holding myself back. Ultimately, what they're saying this month is, if someone's not coming with you, don't wait up for them. Do what you're here to do. Do what you're here to do, or else you're going to take on. And also, no longer blaming other people. Follow your own intuition. Like, if you feel like, oh, I probably shouldn't park here, don't park there. Even if someone else is like, no, you're fine. Just trust your intuition, you know? Especially because I do feel like you're birthing a lot. It's going to be important to not get lost in the sauce of what isn't developing when there's so many other things that are developing. What's going on for pile 4 in June? Oh, what flew? If you are 4 of Pentacles. 6 of Wands flew. Isn't it funny how it flew by? Where are you focusing on the restriction rather than the wins? Because I feel like it should show you no matter how much you succeed, no matter what you do, if you don't believe it, you're going to hold yourself back or seem like everything's holding you back or things aren't developing in the time. Because what I'm saying is I feel like there's this lack of gratitude for what has been achieved. And a need to tune back into your magic and what you've already done, not where you're trying to go. Because you're always going to try to go somewhere, even when you get the thing that you think is the top goal. By the time you even get close to achieving your top goal right now, you're already going to have a new top goal. So you might as well enjoy the goals that you have to find fulfillment in each moment, in each day. Or else you're going to forever feel like you're restricted. Or if you feel like you need energy to see something through, a lot of the time, I feel like I don't want to say excuses because it's not that, but a lot of the times when we give our power away to external circumstances, we'll need conditions to be perfect in order to feel like they're favorable, or we'll need us to have a certain energy to show up on camera. You need to... I can do it with a broken heart, Taylor Swift. Like, you need to just show up anyway. There's something that, oh my God, I can see her in the reflection of the mirror. She's like grabbing under my bed, but she's stuck in the sheet. Not stuck, but she's like trying to get something. Anyway, she's trying to like stalk it. 9 of Cups, the Sun. Isn't that funny? Also, there might be part of you, the devil too, is like, where you figure out where inside of you look to jump ship when things start moving in your favor, or when you start to be too invested in a commitment. Maybe there's a part of you that also has commitment phobe, where it's like, I'd rather be fun, free, fresh, and live, laugh, love, and go travel and explore and adventure, which you can do that. And also it's like when things start moving well, I have to hide the child. The Sun and the 9 of Cups, like when everything's going too good, it's like, all right, let's jump ship. 7 of Swords, Tower, King of Pentacles. It's like the second stability starts to show itself. I don't know if growing up, the representation of masculine energy or stability was through the masculine energy. So with that, it's like, I don't want any part of it. I don't want nothing to do with that. I will not ever be controlled again, or had money held over my head or whatever. It's like where you have to also recognize that when you were growing up, or even in your adolescent years or young adult years too, yes, maybe people did hold money over your head, or there was a patriarch energy who didn't help with security, or them being stable was like, I don't want to live that life, I'd rather be free. So it's like where now when you start to have money or start to flourish, where you start to view that as stuck. And I feel like that's what's meant to overcome. Because even the King of Wands, which is the energy that you felt now, yeah, the Fool, where it's like where you piece the fuck out before things actually see themselves into fruition. I feel like you're changing your definition of what stability has looked like, and recognizing where you were projecting longevity, meaning what your conditions were growing up, and wanting nothing to do with that. So it's like I'm keeping myself free of these things, and where things don't have to come at a cost, you know, things don't have to come at a price. And maybe there's even a saying growing up where it's like there's a price to pay. And so you'll feel like, I'll only let myself get so far because I don't want to pay a price. But then you end up having to pay a price anyway because you're afraid of it. And that's all symbolic. Essentially, I feel like what your guides are saying is keep your head up, keep yourself focused, and recognize where the part of you that isn't committing fully to seeing something through. You'll commit to something for the time being, and then the second it's going to be longevity, it's like, I don't want to be stuck in that, and where that plays out. Maybe even you were in a relationship for too long and you criticize yourself or harp on yourself for doing so. Then I feel like there's a level of acceptance and how you can honor how you feel day in, day out. Sagittarius energy, Moon energy. Also, where I feel like where you're, it's like afraid to keep my eye on a prize, or it's like I feel like it's easier to keep my eye on the prize in the creation mode, but the second the final product is put out, okay, good, now I'm on to the next thing. But the final product is just the beginning of a new phase. It's kind of what I'm seeing. So honor when something is a final product. Highest ideals, get it out to the world. Even then, nurturing what you're getting out to the world and keeping your eye on the prize, literally. It's like I'm saying the birthing, the creation process is a pregnancy. And then the seeing it through is childhood. You're locked in for life once you create it. What is pile 4 meant to focus on? Connect with fire. There's a lot of fire sign energy here. Sagittarius obviously came out. Aries energy with King of Wands and Leo too. Connect with fire and dream journal. What was I saying? Even your dream journal coming to fruition. Also burning things, the fears that come up. Oh, that's the SEX card. Maybe there's something too about burning certain dreams that you have that are kind of traumatizing or scary, you know, especially if you've had scary dreams throughout life. I feel like there's a giving those dreams an outlet too and burning them. And I feel like that will actually change the way that you have dreams. Rest. So you'll be able to actually rest, meditate. Even then, you might even feel feelings of rest through meditation and you don't really feel that at sleep. But it feels like if you do a fire ritual or ceremony with your dream written down and then burn it, that's when things will change. Ultimately, I feel like this is a time for you to fully express yourself, follow your dreams and whatever that looks like. And the outcome literally is a magician. It's like when I move, you move, just like that is what I'm hearing. Queen of Cups, following your intuition too. Following the beat of your own drum. Where are you called to go? Where are you called to travel? Where are you called to explore? Setting those sights into motion. Letting your dreams come to life too. I wouldn't be surprised if you had a lot of 12th house energy too, or 12th house placements. Or like water sign 12th house. Who else is helping pile 4? Because I feel like Portia, Carnunos, Life Force, also SCX with that card coming out could be symbolic, you know, sensual. Express your driving passion, sensual and spiritual powers are increased. Also the power of creation too. Literally the power of creation. Also, if you're not trying to get, I would be mindful. But if you are, oh, Lady Portia and Saint Germain, they're literally divine counterparts. Yeah. There could be some things going on, you guys. Move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. Also, just like the transmutation ability between the two. Oh, wait, no. He's with Holy Amethyst. So sorry, Lady Portia. Even then, Carnunos. Connect to Taurus energy or whatever your second house is. Earth sign energy. I feel like there's a mastering of the physical and the action. Like physical matters and action too. Lady Nada, Heart Awakening, Shekinah, Sacred Self. Lady Venus, Downloads and Understanding. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. Also, try not to overcome your feelings, more so confession. Someone has to tell you something. Spy. Someone's clearly been watching you. Earth sign energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That's weird because I was just saying that. This popped out. And then commitment did too, because pregnancy moved when I got all the cards, like Lady Venus. Someone maybe admit that they've had their eye on you or has been energetically trying to get you to reach back out to them. I feel like there's party that's like, fuck that. Nope. Fuck no, baby. You know? Keep right focus on you. Cosmic love. Yeah, someone's been infiltrating your dreams. This is literally the card where it's like connected in the 5D, regardless if disconnected in the 3D. It's kind of like trying to keep you close, but not really with you. Self-love. Yeah, you're more focused on yourself. Regret. And they actually could. The more you love yourself and heal and move forward and live your best life, feel like the more they regret it. Oh, I wish you healing. Anyway, family ties. Yeah, this also could be someone that you have a family with. Small offering. Ultimately, what I'm getting with this, your energy is important to remember that you will get what you want. You just have to really ask yourself if it's what you want. So it's like, you'll get the person if you want the person, but is that really the person you want? You'll get the child if you want the child, but is that really the person that you want to have a child with? Like, there's certain things where I feel like you're going to get all that you desire. Make sure it's what you desire. And honor your feelings, because it'll help you really align with what your desires are. When you acknowledge your own feelings and let yourself purge it and feel it and even release it, then you'll be able to see what you actually desire, because you allow yourself to see your emotions and you see yourself in your vulnerability. So then you'll be able to access what you actually desire, which is a form of vulnerability, to get real with yourself and figure out what you desire, not accepting what you think you have to take based on what you're being offered. So what do you really desire? Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from the heaven and astral realm. What is this truth? Time out. Even taking self-discipline. Not reacting in the same way. Spirituality. 7-7 is significant. And music. Self-love again. This is going to be a time where you focus on you rather than another. Maybe even the health of another, children, etc. And it will pay off in the long run. It will pay off all full well. What is the energy of spy? I am ready. I have a secret again. Yeah. What is their secret? I think you're out of my league. They're watching. They feel that's why they fucked it up, because they never felt like they were good enough for you anyway. They may say that they're ready, but you have to ask if that's who you really want or what you really want. It doesn't even have to just be a person. It could be a situation, an environment, an experience, an opportunity, whatever. You have to ask yourself, is this really what I want, or is there better? So thank you for watching, Pile 4. I love you so much. Make sure you subscribe. I post new videos every Tuesday and Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific. And be sure to book a personal reading with me down below. I'm offering $10 off right now with the code 10OFF. So use that while it's up. It expires. That code is going to be done, I think, June 2nd. So be sure to get in while you can. I love you so much. Have the best day. And I'll see you in the next reading. Tell me pick a card, pile, or topic you'd like.